What's up, YouTube Black Bigot here. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. I wanted to tell you guys a story of me getting my sweet, sweet revenge of someone that fucked me over when I was driving a taxi. All right, so I used to drive a taxi in Las Vegas. I did it on and off for about 5 years. So I'd say about 8-9 years ago, I'm driving a cab, right? Fucking bloop, bloop, just whatever. And I get a call from a residence, right? So this lady calls for a cab. I went to go pick her up. Fine ass chick, probably 21, 22 years old, fantastic body, really good looking, short little black dress. She jumps in my cab. She goes, "Oh, hey, what's going on?" And I'm like, "Oh, nothing, just, working or whatever." So she just starts talking to me like blah, blah, blah about her whole life. She's a model, a swimsuit model. She travels all over the world. Oil sheiks like buy her diamonds and gold and all this shit. I'm like, cool, very good looking broad, very good looking broad. Talking. So I take her from one side of town, which is nice, to another side that's bad. So she's telling me she's hanging out with these guys that are up to no good. They like to go around tagging their names with graffiti on shit. And she's such a thug, and it's just a high for her to be around these guys. I'm like, yeah, whatever. We get to this apartment complex. She tells me to pull over by the maintenance office up front. And she goes, I have to go get the money. I'll be right back. Now, normally, when people do that shit to me, I'll say, all right, well, you got to leave your ID. You got to leave something to know that you're coming back. Because if I don't get paid, I literally have to pay that to the company. If you hit the meter for $30 and you don't get that $30, that $30, the company's getting it. It literally comes out of your pocket. But we had such a good conversation. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. That's fine. I'll wait for you. So I sat there and waited. For 20 minutes. She got me. I'm like, all right, you got me, girl. You got me. Pretty good. You ain't going to pay me. All right. The meter was like $37. I was like, all right, good shit. You got me. You ripped me off. You got Black Bigot. You got one in over on me. So I pull over and I left, right? And I'm driving, and I went to go pick up a couple people, and I'm like really, really starting to steam. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to let that bitch get away with that. No. She needs a little bit of justice, a little bit of revenge. Sweet, sweet revenge. And finally I couldn't take it anymore. I said, fuck that shit. I went home, grabbed 2 cans of spray paint, 1 gold and 1 white. That's all I had, gold and white. And I started shaking them up, and I'm driving to her fucking house. I'm shaking them up. Just shaking them up. I get to her neighborhood. I park about 3 blocks down the street. I put on my beanie, put on some glasses. I'm just walking. I walk past her house. I'm like looking around, make sure there's no cameras around, make sure there's no neighbors. It's about 2:30 in the morning now. And I get this white can, and I go to her brown house, and I fucking put all kinds of shit on her house. Fuck you, happy faces, sad face, bitch, fucked her door up, just all over the place. And then I looked, and I see she had a white Mustang in the driveway. Well, you know what? Sorry, kids. That white Mustang has got to go. Took my gold spray paint, and I put a big ass sad face on the hood and on the door. And then this time I was like, all right, I think I did enough damage. And then I jogged away. Got in my cab, and I left. When I look back on that, do I regret doing that? Fuck no. Because she told me her friend liked to go write their fucking names on walls. Well, I wrote my shit on her wall. Now what do you know? Now you know what it feels like, you fucking tramp ass bitch. Yeah, I got my revenge. And you know what? After I did it, I was really nervous. I was like, what if there's a camera somewhere and they caught me and I'm gonna go to jail now? But you know what? I didn't give a fuck. Because I'll tell you, I've let a lot of people in my life, directly and indirectly, get away with fucking me over. And I always turn, the other cheek. And I continue to do that to this day. But that time, that bitch got me at the right time, at the right moment. And do I regret it? Fuck no, I don't. I'm glad I fucked that bitch's shit off. Now, in hindsight, that house could have been her mom's. But, mother, your daughter's a cunt. And she deserved what I did. So, Tales from the Taxi. You know what? I was just thinking, if I were to drive a taxi again, that'd be a really cool channel. I just drive a taxi in Las Vegas. I'd be like, yeah, what up? Who the fuck knows? Anyways, that's about it. That's my little revenge story.